Hello, hello. This is your V-Royd Junior Cobalt Agency Detective, and I am here on this happy little Valentine's Day to bring you Scarlethollow. So, I already did so this is the second part of my Scarlethollow series that I did for, that I'm kind of doing, so don't worry if you're confused. I read somewhere that they do like a recap. So once I finish a chapter, I'll do a recap of this chapter. But first and foremost, happy Valentine's Day. You know, hope you guys, like my little celebration of it with my pink hair. I lost a bet, don't talk about it. But this is where we'll continue. But don't worry, like I said, there will be a recap to, pick up where it's all, where, there'll be a recap, so don't worry. It's nice to finally meet you, Blues. I'm so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler, and now poor Perlan is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Hey, you want these peanuts? You hold out your bag of peanuts as a gift to Sybil. She offered you and Stella tea after all, and it's only polite to offer something in return. Oh my. Thank you for the kind offer, dear, but I'm afraid it's far too late for me to have something so salty. Alright, who's that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to worry about him. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. It's always fun to meet like somebody who knew your mom in the past. So it's like I kinda like finding out more about like your mother's past is always a fun experience, at least for me. How did you know that she died? Oh, Perlan was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of. Bless her heart. Okay, so my southern intuition tells me that bless her heart has to be an insult. It has to be. Cause like why else would, there's no like sweet way of saying bless your heart, No. There's no sweet way of saying that. I never met Perlan. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Well, we need your help. Oh yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. Just what sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? But I do want to turn down the volume just a smidge. There we go. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Talk about a night in the woods. Which, God, I hope people that have played Night in the Woods know the reference. Never mind. I'm sorry. Did I make that joke? I think I made that joke before. Just ignore me. Just don't click off just yet. Don't click off just yet, you know. Oh my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter has always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't the local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Yeah, Forsyth. You know, like all that jazz, you know? Like it's a play on, never mind. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out a memory card from her sleeve and pops into her phone. This must have been why she was so quick to hand over her camera. I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this, at least not before we had the chance to make a copy. Okay. I'm not a narc, so smooth. The cops wouldn't know what to do with that footage anyway. Imagine if they accidentally erased it. Exactly. I'll give it to them if they ask again, but for now, we'd examine the footage for ourselves. Oh dear. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes, I see. Is there a way to make a video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back to get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. A friend and a stranger. Kanika, come out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, hey Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? And stranger, yo. What are you doing in my house? Just gonna, offer her some, boiled peanuts. You hold out your boiled peanuts. Generosity is the best way to make new friends. It depends on, it kind of depends low-key. Truth be told. No. I like the straightforwardness. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the straightforwardness. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? We can watch this without you. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. You know, it's crazy that, you know, I mean, the mom is whatever, but like two attractive ladies here. You know, this Valentine's Day won't be as lonely, you know? Stella, what the hell is this? It's murder! I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Blues and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Stella, are you okay? Did you get hurt? I'm fine, really. I'm okay. I'm fine too, thanks for asking. The other three look at you unsure of what to say. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be in much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. Yeah, so in the first part that's on my YouTube channel, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, we encountered them. Actually, no, I forgot. There will be a thing at the end of the chapter going to like recap it. So if you guys don't mind waiting just a little bit more, I'll do that so you guys can get caught up to the story before we get to chapter 2. And all I know about chapter 2, because this is a fresh, you know, this is a blind playthrough. Why did I lose my words all of a sudden? Anyway, this is a blind playthrough. The only thing I know about chapter 2 is that children yearn for the mind, hence the title. That's literally all I know. But let's continue. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. So my rule is this. I have 2 quirks, like character quirks. The first is mystical, and the second is street smart. And my rule is, whenever I get a special one that highlights one of the 2, I will typically choose that. However, I've always been more on the mystical side of things. So whenever I see if I have to choose between mystical and street smart, I'll go to mystical first, unless I like the street smart decision better. So that's kind of how I'm playing this. Whatever happened in the woods, we weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. These things, my grandmother called them ditchlings. They are a terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Blues with this telepro crap. What the fuck is a telepro? Will I get an explanation on what a telepro is? I doubt it. A man just died. Have some respect. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. These creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. How can you say that? Duke is dead. An unfortunate accident and nothing more. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one is to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom, they clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Stella, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. So, we can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. But fine, let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest? What were those growths? Alright, let's see. So, it says that the ditchlings grow, they're there when tragedy strikes, right? So, maybe the ditchlings were there for Duke. Like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. You know what? That's fair. That makes sense, actually. Stop speculating on the occult nonsense. Let's focus on what we know. Right. What are those growths? So it's kind of weird, you know, because I feel like a lot of... So it's kind of weird having Kanika... Oh yeah, peep the Sailor Moon shirt. I just peeped that. But it's kind of weird for Kanika to be kind of like the skeptic in terms of like, because a lot of black people, like in my family and that I know, we tend to be more on the spiritual aspect of like like when I was younger, there was a lot of superstitions, you know, growing up where I grew up. And one was if you pass by a grave site, like, you know, like a cemetery, we would have to hold our breath. From what I remember, one of my cousins told me the reason that we do it is so, you know, the ghosts don't steal our spirits, you know, and also to, you know, as a reverence thing, you know, to honor those that have passed. And even till this day, if I pass by a cemetery, I will not say a word. I will not, you know, hold my breath until I pass it. And that's just like one of many things, you know? But that's like one of the many. So to have Kanika be the skeptic is both weird, but refreshing too. Cause you know, we're not a monolith, you know? Like, I think we're pretty cool and very diverse. Shout out Key and Peele. But anyway, right, what were those growths? And because I'm mystical, there's no way I would do this. Whatever it is, it's not good. Yeah, no kidding. Maybe what we're seeing here is some sort of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle. But I don't want to jump to conclusions about something like this out there, not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's some rational explanation to clear all this up. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know, it's getting late and I should let Blues get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. Yeah, I'm ready to pass out. It was nice meeting you, though. Thanks for the help, Sybil. And it was also nice to meet you, Kanika. Sorry I had to be under such weird circumstances. Hopefully the next time we meet will be a little less terrifying. We just all hang out this week, Kanika. Maybe we could even get Reese to chill with us. I could really use it. But for now, thank you both so much for everything. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to the soul. And she's not joking. I am a often user of peppermint tea, as well as country peach southern tea. Like, that's kind of my deal, you know? So she's definitely not wrong here. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Blues. Yeah, I guess Kanika has no love for me. It's excellent, iced or warmed. Though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. Hell yeah, sleepover. Nah, so Tabitha is, you know, is my cousin, and I want to like get on her good side and be friends with her. So I think I'll say thanks. I'm terrified of being alone tonight. So thanks for the offer. Yeah, no kidding. I can't say I was looking forward to it myself. It doesn't take long for Stella to fix up the guest room for you. While it's certainly smaller than its counterpart at the estate, it's far better cared for. Make yourself at home. I should probably try calling Tabitha. Right, she'd probably like to know you're not dead. Get some rest, Blues. I'll see you in the morning. You pull out your phone and call your cousin. It rings for a moment before she picks up. Where the hell have you been? Not gonna do that. I watched a man die tonight. You know, I went into the woods with the girl I met to find some cryptids, and that's how it ended. Ah, so you met Stella then. That explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll collect you tomorrow. From the comfort of Stella's guest bed, the event of the past evening seems like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a relaxing week in the mountains with a new friend. It's a nice thought, but deep down you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. From behind closed doors, you can faintly hear the sounds of quiet sobs. And that is the end of chapter 1 and the start of Scarlethollow. So I'll do a recap of all this, or not a recap, but like I said, I know that it's supposed to do a recap, so that's gonna be the plan here. Though in hindsight, I should have made this the, I guess it's fine. It's fine. I can deal with it. That's a whole llama? That's crazy. Ooh. Yeah, so, to our, lovely Valentine's, you know, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to Scarlethollow. Ta-da! But yeah, episode 2 awaits. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 2, please save your game now. Okay. So hold on a second here. Okay. So I have to remember I can also do save screens here. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. A second. Oh, no, back up. There we go. I already saved my game, so we're good. Would you like to see a recap? Yes, because yes, I would like to. So let's see the recap here. All right. So I'm gonna wait here, just a spell, just a teeny tiny spell. So chapter 1. Okay, so one thing that so when I first played Scarlethollow, I had some terrible luck. Like, I mean, some terrible luck. And, like, to the point where I'm still irked about it. I've had to replay, chapter 1 up to the point where I started to stream at least twice, because it wouldn't allow me to save. So each time literally up until the point where I met Sybil, like, that was before, like, when I did it last Friday, I wasn't even able to save for a hot while. It sucked. It sucked so hard. But I'd finally gotten to it. And because of that, I did, like, high-key miss, like, everything that I did in the decisions. But I think I got it close enough last time. Because if you watch the video, like, if you watch the video that's on my YouTube channel, like, you'll see, like, a noticeable, like, there's a transition back to that scene. So it went from, like, the whole first chunk of the first video I posted. It was like, bam. And then I couldn't save. And then I had to, like, do a quick transition after the fact of the stream that I did to put the rest of that up until I met Sybil. In hindsight, if I had known chapter 1 ended so soon after that, I straight up would have just finished the first chapter there and just had my first video be the first chapter only. You know what I mean? But for those that weren't there, here's the recap to chapter 1. The long lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late night stops in seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't wander anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not going around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Aren't we all, honey? Aren't we all? She hunts cryptids. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight, while Gretchen whines and pulls at her. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No, you. There we go. You'll eat those words when I come in, carry a mountain lion corpse of those woods at dawn. Come on now, whatever your name is. Grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. As the creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. You dive forward and scoop Gretchen into your arms. Just before she manages to wriggle out of her harness, your eyes fixate on the dark tree line over Duke's shoulder. God damn it! No, you... Gosh, dang old thing. Okay. Now I must rate. glad he's pleased about that. Alright. I wish this is, okay. Give it a second. Give it a second. Okay. There we go. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Welcome home. Okay. So this is the recap. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and their terrible omen, a sign of great suffering and destruction to come. From the comfort of Stella's guest room, the events of the past evening seems like something happened to someone else. You can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you're safe and warm. Tuesday morning awaits. And that is the recap. Okay. There we go. Just wait a minute there. But yeah, that is the end of the recap. So now, it is time for us to wake up. So wake up. You open your eyes. The sun has risen, the birds are singing. You're still alive, and for now, you're safe. Your gaze wanders across the unfamiliar room to the windows and the woods beyond. And you wonder if the monsters are lurking just beyond the trees, ready to pounce as soon as you leave the comfort of your new friend's family home. You can't help but remember Duke slumped against a tree. Pieces of him scattered across the clearing. A knock at the front door. Your morbid thoughts are interrupted by a distinctly unhappy voice filtering through the house and past the closed door of your bedroom. Where the hell is Blues? Oh, hey, Tabby. There's a fresh pot of coffee on the table if you want to come in. No, I'm here to check in on my cousin. Let's make this quick. I have a lot on my plate today. You're barely decent. It might be mildly scandalous if people saw you like this. Hey, yo. I'm about to saunter off. I want this to look as scandalous as possible. Like, saunter half clothed. That's the style. It might not be fully decent, but you're not about to let that stop you from being part of the conversation. Ugh. Put on some clothes. Morning. How'd you sleep? Gretchen excitedly looks at you and wiggles her tail. What exactly did you two get up to last night? We went up to the woods to film a video. No, not that part. The cops called this morning and told me all about that. They did? What did they say? Did they find Duke? They didn't find a body, if that's what you're asking, but apparently he never went home last night. They had quite a few questions about you, Blues. Don't worry. I told them you were an upstanding citizen. You should remember that kindness the next time you think about blowing me off to spend the night with a stranger. Hey, don't be so hard on Blues. I asked her to crash here. And look, I don't care what the cops think, Tabby. There's something horrible out in those woods, and I don't think anyone in this room wanted Blues walking up that mountain alone last night. Stella, would you mind giving me a moment alone with my cousin? And while you're at it, please stop calling me Tabby. We're not in high school anymore. Yeah, alright. There's something there. Something must have been brewing between these two in high school. Overly familiar. Nicknames. Hot and cold. Sun and moon. Yeah, these two know each other intimately. Yeah, alright. Isn't this Stella's house? Why are you bossing her around? Come on, Tabby. No berating guests in the Richmond household. Whatever. I don't really care if you're here for this. You've been in town for less than a day, and my stress is already through the roof. I mean, I get it. Stella got you all worked up and you were too scared to walk home. Sure, whatever. That checks out. But I don't care if those woods are chock full of ghouls and ghosties. You had me worried sick. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu slipovers. I go where I'm supposed to go, and something told me that this is where I was supposed to be last night. Just text me, okay? I spent more time than I'd have liked coming down here and have an incredibly busy day ahead of me. I expect to see you back at the estate tonight. Wait, Tabby, let me know if you're free sometime, okay? Tabitha sighs. You're relentless. We'll see, but don't get your hopes up. Hey, you good? Sorry about Tabby, she totally blindsided me. I think she means well. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that your feelings don't matter. That was tense. Are you okay? I don't regret anything, but you're right, that sucked. And it's not like I didn't let her know where I was. Last night was a lot. I don't think anyone can blame you for crashing here. Tabby just doesn't get what we went through. Who would, honestly? And for the record, I'm happy you stayed too. Anyways, sorry for that rude awakening. I'd been up for a little while, but was hoping to let you get a little extra sleep. But you're up now, and we've got a full day ahead of us if you're going to get to the bottom of this. How are you so chipper? You shouldn't be okay right now. I guess I'm just pretty good at compartmentalizing things. What happened out in the woods last night was horrific, but right now we have something important to focus on. I'll have time to process what happened to Duke when we get to the bottom of things. You shouldn't just bury your feelings like that. What happened to Duke last night wouldn't mess with anyone. I get that, but I'm fine, really, at least for now. I can process this in my own time. Alright, boss, what's the game plan? Oh, don't call me boss, we're partners in this. But first things first, I was hoping to swing by the library. Kanika's got a head start on us. It looks like she's already there. Oh, that reminds me. Let me set up a group chat. What's your number? You and Stella exchange numbers. A text message from Stella to you and Kanika, it reads group chat. Hopefully we'll find out more about the ditchlings from some of the older local books there. I've also got a couple of threads cooking on the cryptid forums, but who knows if that'll pan out. Anyways, daylight's burning, so let's roll out as soon as you finish getting dressed. Can I eat first? Don't worry about it. I've packed all sorts of snacks for the day. Oscar totally won't mind if we eat at the library. Alright, but those snacks better be good. As if you even need to worry. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I'd 100% need to worry. Like, I'm a stickler for snacks, you see. And if the snacks aren't good, then, no. Like, the snacks need to, like, do not invite me anywhere if, one, I have not eaten, and two, if the snacks aren't up to par. Like, that's my soul, that's the one thing I don't appreciate is the lack of snacks anywhere. Like, I get very, okay, Yap Corner here, just a quick sidebar. Just a quick sidebar. If you wanna, like, be on my good side, have a lot of good snacks handy. I snack throughout the day so that way I can have like a small dinner. You know, if I like I feel like if I don't eat anything, I'll gorge out when it comes to dinner. But if I have like little snacks here and there, then I can, you know, I can have a small dinner and like be comfortably full, not overbearingly full. So have snacks and have good snacks. Like, don't come up to me with like, fruits are fine. I love fruits. I love clementines. So if you have like clementines, bananas, you know, maybe like chocolate covered pretzels, I would love those. But if you come up to me with just like a handful of raisins, and keep in mind, I love raisins. I love raisins. Like, but like, just not raisins by itself. Like raisin cookies? Yes. Just have decent snacks. That's all I ask. That is all I ask for. Okay, out of the yap corner. The walk to town was short. Stella's house is barely a stone's throw from what remains of Scarlethollow's once bustling main street. You shudder as you stare down the thoroughfare, both from the chill in the morning air and the all too present memories of everything you witnessed last night. Yeah, see, last night all I wanted was to, you know, hunt down some cryptids with a cute girl, and then I experienced a murder. I feel like it's just awful. It's an awful situation. But now, you know, I'm having a journey with a cute girl. I feel like Max from Life is Strange. I don't know if I'll ever play Life is Strange on this channel. I kind of low-key hope not. I left Life is Strange in the past, in my memories. You see that building labeled Town Hall? That's actually the library. Well, it's also the Town Hall, but that's just a small upstairs office nowadays. I guess this town's not what it's used to be. That and our mayor's really into going into walks. I think there's actually going to be a meet and greet later this week. Could be just the pick-me-up we need with everything that's been going on. Maybe he'll actually take this whole ditchling thing seriously. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Oh God, is he incompetent? Oh Rao. Oh, hey. Morning, Stella. Same to you, Blues. Hey, Avery. Speak of the devil, we were just talking about you. Coming from Stella's, huh? Do y'all have a slumber party? Sorry, y'all, but I'm actually in a bit of a rush this morning. I really can't stop to chat. It'll take me a bit to set up. So if you want to catch up with folks or grab something at the diner, you can meet up with me at the library when you're done. Okay. Sure, see you in a bit, Stella. Cool, see you soon. Whoa, she's always had time to chat. Is she feeling okay? Oh, Stella and Blues just got up to a bit of trouble last night, that's all. You can't just drop something like that and leave me hanging. What happened, Blues? Geez, no, nah. Avery, I'm gonna need all the help I can get in this journey of ours. So, I'm gonna spill everything. Stella and I went into the woods to try and find a skunk ape. We ran into something way worse. Actual monsters. Sybil said that they're called ditchlings, but whatever they are, they killed Duke and have been mutilating the local wildlife. Whoa. Slow down. Duke is dead? It's true, I'm afraid. That's awful. Has anyone told Bo? Yes, he's taken it as well as you can imagine. I'll be going up to check on him today. The poor lad. Yeah, poor guy. I can't believe you had to see that, Blues. Tell you what, I'm gonna break for the next half hour. How about you swing by the diner? Winnie can fix you some of Sybil's new blend and try to calm the nerves. It's chaga and lemon balm. It's always helped me on bad days. And if you need to talk about what happened, I'm all ears. Anyway, it's up to you. See you around, Blues. See ya, Sybil. Take care now, Avery. I better get back myself. I'm glad we were able to catch you this morning, if only to see how you were holding up. Please, don't hesitate to stop by if I can be of any help. We both know there's something horribly wrong about this place. How are you so calm? Don't mistake my calm demeanor for complacency. We all have our parts to play in this. Yeah, she definitely has something to do with all of this. She's too calm. I trust that you and Stella have what it takes to get to the bottom of things. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I've got things I need tending to. Stay safe, Blues, and God bless. Stella said you had some time to kill before she finished setting up. You know, I'm gonna swing by the general store first, and then I'm gonna talk to Avery. This is your first time seeing the general store in the light of day. A young man sits by the table by the register, too preoccupied with his phone to care that you stepped in. Hey, want some peanuts? The young man looks up at your now quite repugnant bag of peanuts, curls his lips in disgust, and returns to his phone. If I wanted to buy chips or something, do I talk to you, or... He sighs. I guess, yeah, Kanika decided to skip work today, so of course whatever plans I had didn't matter. Just take the chips, I don't care. Hell yeah, thanks for looking out. Just take these chips. That'll sustain me for a while. Right on. What you doing on your phone? Games. You probably haven't heard of them. You should leave town. There are monsters in the woods. I'm serious. Something bad is gonna happen. You should get out of here as soon as possible. You talk to my mom too much. Well, I'm Blues. Just got into town yesterday. Yeah, I know. Mom told me. What's your name? Miles. Alright. See you, Miles. Miles doesn't respond as you turn and leave the general store. Alright, now to talk to Avery. Let's head to the diner. The diner's a little quiet today, but the air is still heavy with the tantalizing smell of breakfast. Let's just freak everybody out. But no. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Everyone listen. Listen to me, please. There are monsters in the hills, and they're apparently some kind of harbingers of destruction. If you value your lives, you'll leave this place as soon as you can. Someone had fun up in the woods with Stella last night, huh? Nobody seems to be taking you seriously. Well, I gave it a fair shot. Let's just talk to Avery. You slide into the booth across from Avery. Hey there, stranger. Before you can exchange words, Winnie sidles up with a fresh mug of tea in hand. Heard you might need this. The answer to 29 down is oink, by the way. What? The clue is pin sound. How is that a sound a pin makes? Wait, pin like pig pen? Are you kidding me? How was I supposed to guess that? I don't know. Why you even bother with those things? They're just gonna frustrate you. It's just something to do to fill the time, but maybe I should switch to Sudoku. When he leaves Avery contemplating daily newspaper puzzles, return to her seat behind the counter. So, thanks for telling me about last night. If you really want to get into the greasy details, you can tell me. I won't judge. Let me try the tea first. Mystical. You take a gentle sip of your tea. Sybil's right. You can already feel it begin to ease some of the strain and tension from last night's events. Whoa, not a lot of folks take the chaga so quickly. It's fungus that grows on birch trees around here. It's supposed to be super healthy, but it definitely makes for a challenging drink. Call me impressed. What if you don't believe me about last night? I mean, I could tell you about last night, but yeah, what if you don't believe it? I'm not here to judge. I'm here to listen. Alright. Let's chat, Avery. Alright, we're gonna do a little fast forwarding. You spill the beans. Glad to have someone to talk about the horrors you witnessed. Wow. That's some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. Monsters in the woods. I may not have lived here long, but I've never heard of anything like that happening around these parts. Can't say I like the thought of it. Now that I think about it, when the cops came in for their morning coffee, they mentioned something about going out to the woods to look for someone. It must have been Duke. They seemed so disconnected from it. I figure it couldn't be very serious, but... wow. Right? Small town cops not knowing how to do their job. Sounds about right. Avery sighs, then chuckles. You're not wrong. As someone who didn't grow up here, it was a little jarring to move to a place where cops literally do just sit around drinking coffee all day. Yeah, never trust full A-cab over here. Don't trust cops. They're either, like, at this point, a lot of the good cops have been run out. Like, I'm fully expecting them to goose step down the street at this point, considering how everything's turning out. Like, they're not about protecting us, they're about protecting the rich. It's always been about the rich. Attack the oppressed, help the oppressors. That's all they are for. And anyone who goes in, you know, with a good conscience are always driven out in the end. That's how I feel about it, I guess. So, A-cab. It's like a cartoon. The worst they usually have to deal with it are property damage disputes. I'd be surprised if they actually knew what to do with a real emergency. I hadn't plagued you as a transplant. Where are you from? I moved from Charlotte, gosh, 3 years ago? Maybe a little more? I've lost track. Aunt Winnie offered me a place to stay and a job. It was nice to pass on that sort of generosity. To be honest, it still feels like I just moved in. Practically everyone apart from the Cole folks grew up in this town, so it's like I'm the perpetual new kid. Don't be wrong, folks here are plenty polite and friendly. This shared history I'll never be a part of. I get it. I felt out of place here the whole time I've been here. Folks on the whole have been plenty friendly, but life here is so different than what I'm used to. It's hard to explain, but I just don't feel like I belong. Exactly. There are worse ways to be, but I'm not sure I'll ever entirely feel like I belong here. Why'd you leave Charlotte, if you don't mind me asking? That's cool. I was having some issues with my folks about my education, which, wasn't great, especially since I was still stuck under the roof. My aunt heard about it, she offered me a job and a place to stay, and the rest is history. Do you regret moving here? I don't think I have the choice to have second thoughts. I'm not going anywhere without Aunt Winnie, and there's no way she's leaving this place. You should get out of here before things get any worse. If you have a car, drive away. There's no way I could get Aunt Winnie to leave, and I'm not going anywhere without her. Not after everything she's done for me, even if there's monsters in these hills. I'd rather face whatever is coming head on than start someplace new without my family. You know what, Avery? I vibe with you, brother. I vibe with you, sister. I vibe with you, Nibbling. I vibe with this. Like, I could always leave, but like leaving without my family and just being alone, I don't know what I'd do without them, you know? Like, my family's been wonderful to me, and I couldn't see a world without them in it. Oh man, it looks like my shift is starting. Hope you're doing a bit better. Maybe the Chagas had a chance to start working this magic. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone actually mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. Avery slips out the booth, giving a friendly halfway before disappearing into the back. You leave the diner, ready to continue your day. Alright, so with talking to Miles and talking to Avery, let's head to the diner. Or the library. You enter the former town hall. What once must have been a stately foyer has since been converted into rows of shelves. Meeting rooms and offices long ago gave way to assorted reference collections and reading areas. Oh hey, you made it! Settle in with Stella and Kanika. Glad you found the place. Hey Blues, you look tired. Hey yo. Like I'm street smart, but I'm about to snitch on Miles. Sorry buddy, you're too young to be watching the store on your own. Oh, before I forget, I met your brother. He made me take chips without paying for them. Blues, you can't just snitch on someone like that. I asked him to cover the store for 1 day, and he can't even be bothered to do that. Typical. I'm paying him, you know. It's no wonder he's chronically unemployed. Anyways, I guess we should get started. Hey there, strangers. Hey, look, it's the local... it's the local DILF. You could tell... Okay. You could tell that this is the local DILF. Beard, conventionally handsome, kind of has a pot belly, but still kind of muscular looking. Like, I give it a countdown of like 30 minutes before we find him with a tank top. Like this, like literally, here's the local DILF right here. Hey there, strangers. And literal stranger. Hey, you want these boiled peanuts? You extend your bag of peanuts to the librarian in a gesture of friendship and good faith. I don't know what to say. Is this a gift? I'm allergic to peanuts. No, not serious allergic, but they give me a rash. Oh, hey, Oscar. This is Blues, you know, Tabby's cousin. Oh, should have known you were Scarlet. You look so much like Vivian. Not that I knew her very well. I was still little when she left. With that Scarlet resemblance, it's, strong. Well, thank you. You know, like seeing Tabitha, you know, I'm the mixed kid on the block. I'm Oscar Gutierrez. I hope I said that right. Chief librarian and only librarian. Yeah, Oscar's amazing. He practically built this library from scratch. Yeah, he's the local DILF. Of course, he's amazing. Like you can easily tell. Like he's gonna show up at some point in a tank top and some jeans, and like that's it. That's it. All of my views are gonna be like DILF alert. Like I really feel that he's the resident DILF here. And I'm gonna take a wild stab at the dark. He's a father, so it's gonna make the DILFage even more noticeable. Yeah, I'm a little jealous of what the kids around here get to grow up with. They don't know how good they have it. Back when I was in elementary school, all the library had was a couple of shelves of boring books donated by old people. Y'all are too kind, but speaking of kids, have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. A literal DILF. you can easily spot with these eyes of mine, even though I have to, you know, put on my glasses, you know, so nothing could be wrong. You can always tell, and you can always know. I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I want to make sure she isn't getting into trouble out there. You know the crowd she hangs out with. The good kids at heart. I'm sure they're just up at the old Maxwell place during teen stuff. You know, the good kids. I went up there plenty of times in my day, but I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled. Kids are smarter than you think. She can take care of herself. You might not want to let her run off like that anymore, though. It's not as safe as it usually is around here. Is that so? Kanika's right. There's some weird stuff going on out in the woods. Yeah, especially at night. You know, night in the woods. I've made that joke 3 times. Twice in this stream alone. I hate it here. This'll bring the subscribers. This'll bring all the subscribers to the yard. That's actually why we came in today. Have you heard of creatures called ditchlings? They're a type of cryptid that shows up around places on the brink of disaster. They kind of look like if the Pillsbury Doughboy was a creepypasta. Kanika's mom told us about them last night after seeing some footage we got in the woods. Ditchlings? Doesn't ring a bell. Dang. Worth a shot. Okay. If you were, say, trying to predict a horrible disaster that might befall our town, where would you start looking? Well, they say history repeats itself, so I'd probably try and figure out what sort of disasters this region typically falls prey to. Should I be worried about something? I don't know yet. I'll be right back. Gonna nab some more books. Behave while I'm gone, Gretchen. I adore Gretchen. I adore Gretchen so much. Like, she's such a good girl. Oh, you don't have to worry about her, Stella. You're such a good dog, aren't you, Gretchen? Here, have a biscuit, old gal. Gretchen inhales the soft biscuit, drool leaking from her toothless mouth as she swallows it whole. I'm pretty sure Stella's barking up the wrong tree, Oscar. I don't think you have to worry about any horrible calamity befalling the town. But she's right about the weird stuff. There's definitely something unusual going on out in those woods. Man's already dead. If I were you, I would keep my loved ones close in the coming days. I'm gonna try calling Rosalina again. I'm sure she's fine, really. Don't mind Blue, she's been hanging out with Stella too much. Rosalina's a smart kid. She knows better than to go around getting into trouble. We'll make sure to keep our eyes peeled. Thanks, Kanika. And Blues, if you see a 13-year-old girl with a black braid and glasses, will you let her know her dad is worried about her? Oscar anxiously wanders off, phone in hand. Don't worry, Resident Dilf. I will find your daughter. Like I may not be into you, but I know others are. So I will do my due diligence and help you find your daughter. Got him. Just grabbed a whole mess of local history books. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. I hate that I keep pausing. It's like I need to straight up put my glasses on. Everybody in the chat, trust me. If you guys type and whatnot, by all means, just type in there and I'll come back to read it. I just gotta put my glasses on, aka look at the bigger screen. Stella sets a massive pile of books on the table and pulls up a chair. All right. This is going to be so much faster with the two of you here to help out. Got our snacks, got our source documents. Let's get this research party started. Reading awaits. reading. Reading. My one kryptonite. Can't even lie. I can't even lie. As somebody that enjoys, I read a lot. I read more than I watch. Even ever since I was little, I read more than I watch TV. I read more than I play video games. Well, now I'm kind of like half and half since I've started, you know, this YouTube biz, but like, I'm pretty sure Oscar's a DILF. I'm 100% sure Oscar's a DILF. Like, he has a whole daughter. He has kind of the big broad shoulders. And when I was doing my research on Scarlethollow, there was so many like people going like, "Oh, we need to, can we romance Oscar?" And I didn't know who Oscar was, but looking at him, yeah, pure DILF material, straight up. Okay. Oh God, there's some reading is for suckers. Let Kanika and Stella do the work. So I love to read. Like I said, I think 50% of my time is, no, I would say if I have to divvy up 100, like 100%, I would say gaming right now is 50% because, you know, I'm trying to get my, you know, my Twitch channel and my YouTube channel going. That's probably at 50%. Reading, I would say is at a strong 25%. And then, or no, I would say it's a strong like 45%. And then the remaining like 15% is like socializing. Or honestly, no, I gotta divvy that up. Okay, so game 50%, reading 25%, sleeping, I sleep a lot. Like, when the time comes and I, you know, evolve from junior detective to pure detective, aka V-roider to full VTuber, I'd probably be known as like a sleep, like I'd have a sleeping cap on. You know? Like, notice, like you see how I'm not in my suit currently? These are my pajamas. Like, these are straight up my pajamas. You know, so that should tell you how much I sleep. And then the remaining percent is, you know, spending time, you know, with my family and my SO and things like that. Which I need to learn how to properly like divvy up my time more. Like, I really have to learn how to do that. But okay. So essentially, that's how I divvy up my time. And you know what? So, okay. So actually, I should make a correction. I read a lot, but I also listen. I also do a lot of audiobooks. Make of that what you will. Okay. But you know what? This is my character and I'm role-playing. Reading is for suckers. You pick up one book and lazily flip through it, but really you're just hanging around while Stella and Kanika do the work for you. Alright, if we're going with what Kanika's mom told us last night, I think we could rule out any natural disasters as what brought the ditchlings here. But not nuclear incidents. Looks like our state has a history with those. What about y'all? Find anything? Before you respond, a handsome black cat leaps onto the table. Stella quickly slams her book shut. Oh, hey, Pixel. You might want to close your book. He loves to rip up any papers he can find. Don't worry, little guy. I didn't forget your treats. Pixel immediately goes to town on Stella's treats. Sorry if Pixel... Hey, the resident Dilf is back. Sorry if Pixel's bothering y'all. Hope he hasn't gobbled up any of our books. He can't stand the thought of... Good lord. Gotta turn down that music a little bit. He can't stand the thought of that people might pay attention to anything that isn't him. I'm gonna leave Pixel be. I love cats and he looks like Anakin. The cat curls up on a table fast asleep. Oh, look at him, little loafing. Look at the little loaf. All right, I better get back to shelving. Let me know if you need anything. Yeah, okay, so you know what? You know what's funny to me? He's like, oh yeah, let me go to this bookshelf that's right where you guys are to do my work. No, he's privately eavesdropping. That's what he's doing. So you know what? Let's call him out. Any luck with Rosalina? Not yet. I knew a team would be a handful, but I didn't think it'd happen overnight. I'll probably head out once you're all done and check in on her usual haunts. Do you think there's a cult here? You know, while I lean in and quietly whisper to Stella and Kanika. Those cops were awfully suspicious last night. Really weird. Combination of being dismissive and trying to pin things on me. I don't know. It just feels like a cover-up. Yeah, that was pretty bad, but I'm not sure they really have it in them to be part of a cult. Definitely, I don't think they're capable of putting in the effort. That is true. Okay, do you think Wayne factors into any of this? That creep who keeps coming around my mom's tea room? He snuck up on it last night and called out Blues by name. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with him. Maybe he's sick. Maybe that has something to do with what you saw in the woods. I don't know. I'd buy it. Okay. I love to hear about what you guys learn before I share my own research. Okay. So let's see. There was a mine collapse in 1918. Maybe the ditchlings are here to warn about something like that happening again. It might not be a terrible place to start. Okay, good. Hopefully we can find out what happened to Wayne while we're at it. Okay. Maybe Tabitha can help us out. No, I don't think she'd be super jazzed to see any of us snooping around the mines. I can't imagine what she'd do if we actually bothered her while she's trying to run the place. She does get a little grumpy when she's at work. She gets grumpier at work. I'm pretty sure snark is that girl's baseline of existence. Chatting over dinner might be a better way to get to know her. If you're okay with eating boxed mac and cheese. Hey, Kanika. You're hot, okay? But like, chill on my cousin. I'm trying to make a good impression. Like, what if we're gonna date and like, I can't have you going up against her, you know? That's family. We can sneak around the mines, no problem. I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled for her. She won't even know we're there. Look at us going out on a caper together. I miss this. I missed it too. I mean, sure, it's not under the best circumstances, but I've been so wrapped up in running the store, I didn't realize how much I missed being able to hang out with you. Though, there is something missing. Reese. I really miss that dude. I can't believe how long it's been since we've seen each other. Have you seen him lately? Nope. I've tried to plan stuff, but he's been too sick. I didn't realize it was getting so bad, that poor guy. You know, we could just hop over and surprise him. He seemed excited to meet Blues. Maybe we'll finally get him to leave his little cave. Hell yeah, let's do it. All right, let's roll out. See ya, Oscar. We'll let you know if we run into Rosalina. Thanks, guys. I'll keep you all posted. Bye, Resident Dilf. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen. Adios. Goodbye. Reese's home stands at the edge of the forest wall, an isolated buffer cushioning the rest of the town from an unending wilderness. Reese, it's Stella. I bought some buddies, too. Shh, not so loud. He's still sleeping. Can I help you with something? The woman in the doorway stares directly into your eyes. You can practically feel her simmering irritation washing over you. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. Nothing strenuous, we promise. I'm not going to wake him up. If he's sleeping, he probably needs it. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. Oh no, poor Reese. It's just been so long since either of us have gotten the chance to hang out with him. I'm sure he and Blues will get along super well, too. I don't think... We're just going for a light walk, and I've heard such great things about your son. So, Stella's right. I'm only in town for a few more days, and it'd be a shame if I didn't get a chance to meet him. Dr. Kelly looks up and down and sighs. All right, you win. He's usually feeling his best around mid-afternoon. Why don't you come over tomorrow? We can have some supper, and y'all can hang out for a bit. I don't promise he'll be perky, but I'm sure it'll brighten his spirits to see you two again. I'm sure he'll be happy to meet you two, Blues. That would be great. I could bring a side dish. Maybe deviled eggs? Does he still eat those? No, eggs are a little too much for him. They don't settle well. You can leave the cooking to me. I know what he can handle. Okay, I'll bring soda then. That's not... Okay, yes, fine. You can bring soda. Nothing with caffeine. Ginger ale, preferably. Oh, ginger ale mention. Ginger ale mention. Ginger ale is the best thing ever when you are sick. Like, ginger ale is literally the best. I don't care what people say. I mean, Sprite is better, but ginger ale, purely the best. Anyway, didn't want to go on a tangent. Oh, and leave the dog at home. She might cheer him up. You know how they have those therapy dogs in hospital. No dogs. Thanks so much, Dr. Kelly. We'll stop bothering you now. See you later. Dr. Kelly nods in acknowledgement and quickly shuts the door. The sound of several locks clicking into place can be heard from within. Holy shit. Yo, she got that boy chained up under lock and key. That is nuts. God, that woman makes me so nervous. I remember she used to be nice and carefree when we were kids. She always had the best stickers when we had to get our shots. Maybe she's just stressed about Reese. Maybe she's just nice to kids. Either way, I guess it's just the three of us. Just the three of us. We can make it if we try. Okay, never mind. I don't actually have... maybe I should stick to the musical references, or stick to not doing them, because as you can tell, I don't have a good singing voice. But I heard that if you're a VTuber, you have to be a good singer. Maybe I should try singing. Nah. Yeah, sorry, I don't like the thought of going up there without the van. Cool, I'll take my shortcut then. It shouldn't take long for me to get there. You're welcome to tag along, Blues. Don't worry, I won't be offended if you rather ride with Kanika. I'm sure you're probably sick of the woods. Either way works for me. You know what, Stella? If there's romance, I've always been a sucker for, the first girl wins trope. So, I think, no, wait, shit. God, who do I hang out with? Who? Okay. Okay. Real talk. I know I went on a ginger ale, a brief ginger ale mention hype, but it's time to reveal the truth. Ginger ale is better than soup. When I was sick, soup never helped me feel better. You know what did though? Ginger ale. It could be like a placebo effect that ginger ale offers, but maybe it's not. But all I'm saying is ginger ale is the best thing ever, okay? And it's helped me gotten better plenty of times when I'm sick, when I have a stomach ache. Ginger ale is just that thing. So soup can kick bricks, okay? Okay, look, it might be, haram, it might be, controversial, but fuck soup. I hate soup. Ginger ale all the way. But I think, okay, you know what? I feel like the fact that she keeps avoiding cars, I low-key think that she's kind of queasy around them, like she gets that, so I don't think I have to ask that. But Stella has been acting weird. You know what? No. Okay, you know what? I kind of made my bed in the first book. In the, in the first part. You know, because like I said, I don't know if there's romance here. But if there is, I said I would go with Stella first. Because I'm a huge person in when it comes to like replay value. And this game seems to have a lot of it. So I think when I replay it, I think I'll go with Kanika next. And if I can romance Avery, I'll romance Avery next. But I'll go with, you know, the first girl. I'll go with the Chloe Price. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. She has Chloe Price written all over her Shaka Bra. So I'm going to go with the Chloe Price option. And then after that. So I'll, no. All right, with Kanika. See you at the mines. Kanika is a careful driver, but her old van still bumps around on the mountain roads. Sorry about the little diversion, but I'm glad it means we have solid plans with Reese. It's hard to get him to come out, and I don't think the isolation is good for his health, no matter what his mom says. Hey. Speaking as the resident bubble boy, you know, isolation is good. You know? Like, I'm a whole bubble boy in here. I can't even step outside without getting gravely ill. So, you know, being a bubble boy is not bad. And his mom's only looking out for him, you know? Does Stella ever thing with cars? It took some convincing to get her to ride back with the cops last night, even after everything that happened in the woods. She brushed me off when I asked about it last night, too. I was wondering if there's more to it than just, like, not liking them. Wait, she actually got into a car last night? She must have really been freaked out. That's how her parents died. Car crash. Oh, fuck, no wonder. She was in the car, too. Just some cuts and bruises, but she doesn't like cars and tries her best to stay away from them. I don't think she's ever going to actually leave this town. Holy shit. Poor Stella. Yeah, it just wasn't fair. She's such a sweetheart, and so are her folks. Breaks my heart. So, what's actually going on with Reese? Good question. I wish I knew. His mom's been saying he's sick for years, and it's not like she's wrong about it. He's been a wreck the few times I've seen him. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. That's super rough. That's the rough. It's so rough. But at the same time, like, as someone who's been, like, critically ill, like, I have, like, illness, okay? So, like, I understand. Like, I'm always worried about how, like, if people visit and they see me, like, maneuvering and walking around, you know, will they go like, oh shit, he really looks rough. But I hope they at least say it to me, like, yo, you look awful, you okay? Instead of kind of doing what I'm doing now in the game and kind of like talking behind their backs. You know? Yep. What's up with your brother? He's just difficult. Have you ever had someone in your life who just can't seem to get their act together no matter how much you try to help them? Oh boy, do I! Sometimes it feels like I can't trust him with the smallest bit of responsibility without him leaving a mess for me to clean up. Like, I feel like I know that person, and in some like areas I am that person. But I don't try to be that person. Like, my memory has just gotten that worse. Like, I'm always forgetting the tiniest bit of things, you know? So I don't mean to be that person if I am that person. Like, I'm trying to be better. Like, I have like, you guys can't see it, but I have like sticky notes and stuff, you know, on like my screen, and I have to keep like constant alarms for my like medicines. I used to have one where, you know, to even remind me to eat at times, but to be honest, I'm so tired all the time, I just kind of like sleep past them. So I usually have to force myself awake, and then by that point, I'm like, I barely eat because I like nearly fall asleep on my plate in like my plate or whatever I'm having. And before anyone asks, yes, I have fallen asleep in my food before. It's rough. Don't get me wrong, he's family, I love the guy, but he sure doesn't make it easy. Have you ever thought about living somewhere else? Being a little bit personal, huh? Okay. I love this town, don't get me wrong, but my presence here is temporary. My mom hasn't been too keen on running the general store since my dad died, and you've met Miles. I took some time off from school to help keep things running for a bit. I'm hoping to get back to her next spring. I'd say welcome to the Dead Dads Club, but I don't actually know if my dad is dead. You're funny. What were you in school for? Becoming a vet, actually. I was at the top of my class, too. Oh, my sister was in school to become a veterinarian. You'd be a great vet. I've seen how you are with Gretchen. Oh, shucks, I was really into biology during undergrad, and growing up around Stella and her mom gave me a special kind of love for animals. Do you have any other theories besides what we've talked about at the library? You know, I don't know. I don't think there's enough information yet to support any strong conclusions. Though I've been wondering if what you two saw was some sort of mutated animal, like a strain of hairless monkeys or raccoons or something. Do you know about Morgan Island? It's off the coast of South Carolina, and there's a whole population of rhesus monkeys infected with herpes. Like 4,000 of... Is that true? Wait a minute, is that true? Morgan Island? Just a whole bunch of... Is this true? Like 4,000 of infected monkeys are just on an island, like off the coast of South Carolina? I can't believe that. Maybe the Jasons are some kind of alopecia research monkeys. Which sounds ridiculous now that I've said it out loud. Forget I say anything. Those things were not monkeys. I saw them with my own eyes and they were too messed up to be anything like monkeys. I mean, that doesn't rule out lab monkeys, right? Could be whatever made them hairless also caused weird swellings or alter the proportions. Like I said, we don't have anywhere near enough information. That's true. But yeah, let's just sit in comfortable silence, Kanika. I want, even though I'm eyeing for Stella in this run, you know, I also want to get a taste of what being in a relationship with you would be like. And honestly, I'm liking it. You, Kanika, arrive at the mines before Stella. Stella's probably going to be a couple of men. Hey, how was the ride? Ooh, I'm going to put Gretchen down for a sec. Did you run here? Yep, felt like getting a run in. Didn't want to keep y'all waiting. You didn't run into any of those creatures, did you? Nope. That makes sense. They're probably nocturnal. I don't know if I should feel relieved or disappointed. But we're all here. What's the plan? I guess we'll just go talk to people. I guess so. Let's probably be on lookout duty. I'm a bit of persona non grata in these mines. Tabitha? Yeah, I might have tried sneaking in to talk to her a time or too many. And Gretchen makes it extra hard to be sneaky. We're probably less likely to get caught if only one of us is snooping around here. I'll call dibs. I love to do a good sneak. True story, I have snuck into a few places before. And it is pretty fun, you know? You're gonna do great. So the plan, you know, those cheesy old rom-coms where somebody wears an earpiece on the first date? Whoa, do you have some kind of surveillance set up in the back of your van that I didn't know about? What? No. I have a pair of earbuds with a really good mic. You can just do a group call. I'll be taking those. We can feed you questions if you get stuck, and Stella can give you a heads up if Tabitha's heading into your way. Dang, I miss doing this sort of thing with you. You're so thorough. Aw, thanks, I do my best. Hey, so like low-key, can I just do a poly situation with the two of them? I would like to do I'd like to do that. And with Avery. You know what? Yeah, we could be like we could do like shit. I don't have a the Hollow Squad. The Scarlets. You know, a poly 4. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Alright, Stella and Kanika break off, leaving you alone at the entrance of the mines. Your phone buzzes. Hey, can you hear us? Try saying something. Nope, can't hear you. Sorry. Very funny. You're coming through crystal clear on my end. Nothing to do now, but into the worksite. Yeah. You pass through the unlocked fence and enter the property of Scarlethollow mine. Imagine going, I'm gonna sneak, and then going straight to find Tabitha. Fuck it. You make your way to the trailer in the middle of the camp. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna tell them I'm about to. No, I'm just gonna enter. I mean, because they don't know, right? You enter Tabitha's trailer and find her sitting at her desk, head buried in her hands. What are you doing here? And what are those ridiculous things doing in your ears? Oh, crap. Good luck. Sorry, Blues. Are you trying to record me? Tabitha snatches the earbuds out of your ears and throws them to the ground. And then she threw them on the ground! Typical phone-addicted city dweller. Ugh. What do you want? Quick, before I kick you out. Okay. Let's see. I'm not gonna snitch on them. I need you to take what's going on seriously. I need you to take me seriously. And what, pray tell, do you think is going on that I'm not taking seriously? What monster of the week has Stella convinced you is prowling the woods? I think there might be a mine collapse soon. The creatures I saw last night are supposed to be some sort of portent of doom. I'm just doing whatever I can to keep people safe. Look, I get it, I really do. Stella has a knack for spinning people into hysterics over shadows. But the only credible threat to the mines right now is me not being able to do my job. There's some guy named Wayne who's been following me around town. Something's seriously wrong with him. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, but I could use your help. Apparently he used to work here. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm sure if you ask around about him, you'll hear some rumors. Especially from my employees, they like to gossip. There was a man named Sam Wayne who worked here for a spell, then he disappeared. It happens all the time in this line of work. People show up for a job from out of town, and then they disappear after getting paid. I don't know what happened to the man. I don't know if he was still alive, but of course my workers blame me for running him off. Whatever, it's easy to blame the mean boss for that sort of thing. If you see him around, that's news to me, and none of my business as he is no longer in my employ. Is there anything else I can help you with? Leave it at that. Look, I'm kind of swamped right now. I was actually getting ready for a big meeting when you walked in, but if you want, you can just wait here for an hour and I can swing back when I'm done to pick you up. Just don't go bothering my men. Don't move a muscle. Don't so much make eye contact with them. They're supposed to be working. I'll see you then. Tabitha leaves. As soon as she's gone, you place Kanika's earbuds back in your ears. Hey, is everything good? Let's regroup. Glad you've seen the light. Oh, come on, Neeks. Cut us some slack. Tabby's not that bad. She totally is, though. No, he's just sticking around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna regroup with them. Uh-oh. As soon as you leave Tabitha's office, you're struck by an intense feeling. You recognize the hollow terror as the same thing you felt last night when you were set when you set your eyes on that awful man in the miner's jacket. And there's the awful man in the miner's jacket. So hold on. Before I do anything, right? Whoop. I think it was F, right? No, it was not F. It was not F. There we go. What was it? 4? What was it? What was it? So there's a thing where I can like take a snapshot. Gosh, what was that thing? You know what? I'll worry about it later. Look, you shouldn't be up here. It's dangerous. What are you? Flesh and blood, much like yourself. You don't have to be afraid of me. Stay home. Wait for the week to end. Don't keep putting yourself in the path of danger. This is all I ask. Before you say another word, the figure is gone. Hey, Blues, are you still there? We've just been getting static from you. Oh, don't mind me. Our new friend just stopped by to say hello. Whoa, I thought I saw you talking to someone down there. You okay? Whatever he is, I don't think he's human. I hate to say it, but with how the call went to static, what if he's a ghost? Like, actually a ghost? You hate to say it? Stella, I don't think anything would make you happier than Wayne being a ghost. Also, ghosts aren't real. Hey now, just because I want ghosts to be real doesn't mean I want this ghost harassing Blues. Alright, this just means we're on the right track. I'm not about to back down. I always forget, it always adds something. Whoa, so brave. Heck yeah, Blues, we've got your back. Okay. Pause. I have to figure this out. I have to. Alright, so I'm about to blip out existence. Now. Reason I'm blipping out of existence is because there's a specific thing that I can do that'll... Okay. Ah, it's S. Huh, interesting. Self-voicing. Toggle assistive self-voicing? Interesting. Okay, but S is to take screenshot. Okay. Great. But that's not what I was looking for. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. Toggle. No. Ah, it's H. Okay. Bam. I did it, guys. I did it. Okay. There you go. But now I'm curious about what the V is. Blip.
Self-voicing enabled. As you leave Tabitha's office, self-voicing disabled.
Thank you. Ah, so that's what that is. Nah. Hey, good to try stuff out. As you leave Tabitha's office, you take a moment to get your bearings, only to be interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. Out of the corner of my eye, I spy with my little eye something that's a teenager running through the hills. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops up through a hole in a fence and disappears over the crest of a hill. Hey, I think I just saw Rosalina. Wait, really? What's she doing here? I'm going after her. Good idea, we'll try to catch up with you. Here it is. The mines. You rush over the hill to get your bearings, the sounds of active mining fading to the distance. Rosalina is nowhere to be found, but dusty footprints point toward a nearby mine. Hey, watch this. Boop. Boop. Mystical. Something about this mine feels wrong. As though a cold anger lies burning inside, sucking the life from the surrounding hills. This is the site of a mass grave. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. And here I thought Stella was going to be the one to drag me into the abandoned coal mine. Hey, remember all those bad feelings I got last night? This place feels straight up cursed. I mean, like Kanika said, a lot of people died down there. There's a lot of spooky history to this place for all we know. Maybe all the death left some kind of mark down there. Which is true. In some places that I visit, like if there's like a whole bunch of death in there, there's like this really oppressive feeling. Like it's like you're walking through a mist, even if everything's clear. Like literally, even if like it's a sunny day. Even if it's a sunny day, you can feel it. Like it's just an air. It's just an oppressive air, and it's like it's very noticeable too. Like it's not like the cold spot. It's just like you walk into it. It's like wham. It's hard to explain. It's hard to describe. But yeah, there's definitely a feel. Okay, just because a bunch of people died in there doesn't mean it's cursed. Come on, I'm not about to let Rosalina get hurt in there. Even if it means I have to go underground. Spelling mistake. Whoa, you sure, Neeks? Blues and I can handle this on our own. Yeah, I'm sure as much as I hate confined spaces, I hate the thought of other people getting trapped down there even more. Stella and Kanika disappeared into the mines. Before you fall, you briefly wondered if you should let Tabitha know about this. You pull out your phone and dial your cousin. What is it? You know I'm in a meeting. A kid just snuck into Shaw Mine. Figure you should know. What? Are you serious? Why do things keep happening to me? Whatever. I'll head over there as soon as I can. Just stay where you are and wait for me, alright? God, I don't even know why I'm trying to reason with you. It's not like you'll listen. I'm not gonna lie. I called you as a courtesy, but I'm not gonna wait around for you. I swear to God. I'm sorry, but mine's made up. It's the hero complex in me. I hope you understand. You hang up the call. And time to go to the mines. The inside of the mine is warmer than you expected. The air thick and wet. The ceiling hangs much lower than you are tall, forcing you and your companions to hunch over, your legs bent in a painful squat as you begin to navigate its maze of corridors. Hey, you made it. I told you she would. For a second there, Kanika thought you were making a beeline for Tabby. I actually did kind of call her before coming in. Are you kidding me? I thought you learned your lesson about that woman. Tabitha is not your friend. Well, what matters is that the gang's all here. We found Rosalina in no time. I know she's not my friend, but she's family, and this is what we do. Let them know. The deeper you progress into the mine, the heavier the air becomes. Coal dust hangs in the thick clouds around you, even though this place was abandoned over a century ago. Jesus, it's cramped down here. Does anyone else's chest feel tight? Yeah, abandoned mines are way more claustrophobic than people expect them to be, and this one's real bad. You know, because of the child miners, or should I say, the minor miners. So when I do a pun, I get laughed out of the place. And I get made fun of. But this game can do a pun, and all of a sudden I find it charming. I see how it is. Double standards, really. I hate it here. Kanika visibly shudders. Okay, I'm not superstitious, but if there's one way to make sure you get haunted, it's cracking jokes about dead child laborers while walking on their graves. What can I say? I do my best to tempt the spirits wherever I go. I actually snuck down here a few times to try to get some good footage, part of my ghost hunting phase. Jesus, Stella, the things you do for your viewers. Did you find anything? I wish. If any place in Scarlethollow was actually haunted, it'd be this mine, hands down. But all I got was dust in my lungs and a couple of false alarms. Stella pauses as sound rushes overhead. Oh my god, what is that? The mine's gonna collapse and we're all gonna die here, aren't we? Stella sighs longingly. That's just how wind sounds down here. You sound so disappointed. It just brings back memories of my last foray into these depths. Every time I thought I'd finally found a spooky ghost, there wound up being a very unghostly explanation. Like a local wildlife, for instance. Stella turns her flashlight up towards an alcove overhead. Those guys got me real good last time I was here alone. Oh my god, there are bats down here? I'm going to get rabies, aren't I? I'm going to get rabies and die in a mine collapse. You holding up okay, Neeks? Yeah, sorry. I'm just a little on edge. Kanika is stopped mid-sentence by a thunderous knock echoing from deeper in the mines. Okay, what was that? It's the seven dwarves, you know. They're mining down here. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's miners No, wait, fuck. Never mind. I tried to make it work, I couldn't. I have no idea what that was. Did that sound like knocking to you guys? Mystical. A hateful and broken presence stirs in the deep. It doesn't want you here. That was a warning. We have to move fast before something terrible happens here. Whoa, you don't think it's Tommy knockers, don't you? Tommy knockers, knocking at your door. Yes, I know the song. Shut up. They're an old Cornishmith, named for the knocking sound you can sometimes hear in mines right before a collapse. Stella! Some say the knocking's a warning, while others say it's the spirits themselves bringing down the mines. Not helpful. I love to spend some extra time poking around down here. Maybe it's got something to do with the mystery. The three of you are interrupted by a second, much less distant sound of a can being popped open. Okay, now that wasn't Tommy knockers. It came from this way. Follow me. You and Kanika follow Stella further into the mines. The children yearned. And I think it's time for my last little thing. Nope. Look at these children, yearning for the mines. Look at them. Nope. You breathe a sigh of relief as the tight passageway gives way to a small cavern. A group of teens turn and stares at you with annoyance. What the hell are you all doing here? What the hell are you doing here, you creeps? Are you stalking us? Yeah, creeps. I just said that, Alexis. If I wanted an echo, I'd yell into the Grand Canyon. I know I said I will always go with like mystical, but no. If I wanted an echo, I yell into the Grand Canyon. What are you, 5? I'm 15, you loser. Who even are you? That's Blues, Tabby's cousin. Rosalina, your dad is worried sick about you. Yeah, your dad, the DILF. And if you ask me, he was right to worry. Why the hell would you think hanging out in an old mine would be a good idea? Is the Maxwell place not dangerous enough? Because no one usually comes here, duh. Everyone knows we hang out at the Maxwell place now, so we have to find a new hideout. Which you instantly found, so I guess we have to find an even more secluded place where we can just be ourselves. I can't believe your dad sent people to follow you, Rosalina. That's messed up. I think that qualifies as harassment. You're right, Becca. It is messed up. I don't need him to tell me where I can be. You can at least check in so he knows you're not dead. He loves you and worries about you. He's really not asking for much. Don't you kids have school tomorrow anyways? It's fall break. And we're not kids. Yeah, we're teens. Look at this Shaggy from Scooby-Doo looking dude. Like, look at him. Look at him. Like Zimbabwe, Scoob. Stupid fucking preps. Oh god, no, not again. No. That needs to die. Okay, are those canned strawberry margaritas? Where'd you even get these? The teens avoids eye contact. Miles tries to melt into the cavern wall. Oh no, I know that isn't you, Miles. It better not be you. Yeah, whatever, it's me. What are you guys doing here? Becca's right. Sounds to me you're stalking and harassing and all that. You're supposed to be minding the store. It's not like anyone ever comes in on Tuesdays and Mom's there, so it's fine. Eyes dart uncomfortably around the mines as Kanika tears into her brother. It's not fine. It's extremely not fine. Why do I always have to be the responsible one? Do you know what I would give to be as carefree as you? Oh, I know this conversation. I left school so you would have a chance to live your life, and this is what you're doing with it? What would Dad think if he could see this? Stealing booze from the family store to dick around in an abandoned mine? Dad's dead, Kanika. But if you were here, if he were here, he'd be disappointed you wanted to be such a bossy jerk, you fucking prep. Who cares if we're having canned margaritas somewhere nobody's supposed to bother us? Okay. Both of y'all should cool it. There's no reason we can't all safely chill here together. Pass me one of those canned margaritas. Hell yeah, right on, Scoob. You know, it's not actually even that dangerous down here. My dad's a foreman at the continuous mining factory, and he says they only abandoned this mine because there wasn't enough coal left. So it's actually really safe, and we can hang out here whatever we want and stuff. I thought your dad was a charge hand. No, Alexis, he got promoted last month. Actually, I take it back. She's so pissed. This'll be the thumbnail. Oh no. Correction. Your father was a foreman at this continuous mining facility. We'll see if he even has a job tomorrow morning. What? Oh shit. Oh hey Tabby. Kanika sighs. It's probably for the best that she's here. Do none of you understand what a boarded up mine entrance is supposed to be? It means it's closed, condemned, not fit for human use. Oh, come on! Like, Zimbabwe, guys, this place is way sturdy. Check it out. The teen with the beanie jumps up and slaps a strut on the ceiling. Oh, was that the knocking we were hearing earlier? Oh God. Oh God. Ew, that name. Ew. Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate that name. I hate it so damn much. Oh God, I hate it. God, gross, ew. It's gross. It's, Oh my God, Z, cut it out. You're embarrassing us. I'm sorry for Z's behavior. I don't think he realizes how extremely 8th grade it is to jump up and hit things. No offense, Rosalina. None taken. The other 8th graders are totally immature. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Okay, Alexis, calm down. Okay? Okay, I can hear the crush from here, girl. Have standards. Not like you, Rosalina. You're chill and smart too. Enough. The damage is already done. Now leave. I'm tired of people in this town dragging my cousin headlong into danger. I can't believe I actually agree with Tabitha about anything, but this is the worst place I've ever been in my entire life, and I would like to see the sun again before I die. Oh, come on, guys. Remember, it's not a big deal. We used to do dangerous stuff all the time, and I still do dangerous stuff now. I mean, I don't like this particular situation with the whole ditchling thing, but outside of that, who are we to tell them where they can hang out? I don't know who you think you are in this situation, Stella, but I own this mine. It is entirely within my right. It is entirely within my rights to tell them to leave, much like it is entirely within my rights to tell you to leave. Was your lifetime ban from my mind's not clear enough? Message for you. Hell yeah, Tabitha! Tear this sad 20-something to shreds. Hey, I'm defending you, and I'm not sad. Where'd you get that idea? Running a clickbaity YouTube channel where you run around in the woods chasing nothing is extremely sad. So she's sad. So what? Give it a few years and you'll be sad too. The passage of time is inescapable. Look, we just wanted to give Rosalina a good time. Her home life sucks right now. Yeah, tell them about where you have to sleep, Rosalina. We've been living in the library for the past couple of weeks. Dad says we can't stay at our house. They've got a hot plate and a couple cots in the back rooms. It's actually a pretty sick setup. Shut up, Z. No, it isn't, Z. Rosalina deserves better. I don't care about your home life. If you're going to do your underage drinking, go do it in the woods. Just get off my property. Tabitha! Look, Rosalina, I'm sure Oscar has a good reason for all that. He's a good guy and he cares about you. He thinks our house is haunted. Oh. Wait, what? And I should care because? Because it's such a bullshit excuse. I bet he couldn't afford it anymore and he's lying to you to save face. What a coward. Becca? Like Zendaya, Becca. I don't think you can, say that about other people's families. Isn't that, bullying or something? Shut up, Z. Back up. He says it's haunted? I can't believe he didn't mention it to me. I could investigate. There's no ghost, Stella. It would be cool if there was, but Becca's right. I just wish he would be honest with me and tell me what's really going on. It's like he doesn't think I can handle it. Like I'm still a little kid. You're all children, and none of you realize how good you have it. Back in the day, each and every one of you would be pulling 12-hour shifts in its exact mind. If it weren't for child labor laws, the 5 of you might actually have character. Exactly. Rosalina is not that mature anyway. She still sleeps with stuffed animals. That doesn't mean she's not mature. I still have pork chop, you know. I rest my case. Wait, what'd you say about child labor? At this rate, I'd be surprised if your house wasn't haunted. I've seen some real bad things in this town. Even if it wasn't a ghost, it doesn't mean Oscar's lying to you. Why are all adults in this town such weirdos, such preps, such dorks? There is no ghost. There are no such thing as ghosts. Oscar's just lying. Yo, what if we break in and ghosts bust out the place anyways, just to be sure? Oh my god, Z, you can't ghost bust if there is no ghost. Also, Rosalina... Oh, no, this is Miles. Also, Rosalina lives there. She can't break into her own house. There's no ghost that you know of. I bet we could figure out how to bust if it's actually real. And if it isn't real, well, problem solved. You know, Rosalina, you could always stay over at my house until Stella ghost busts your place. We have a finished basement with a pull-out couch. Hey, Alexis, are you shooting your shot? Oh, look at the little smile. Look at the little smile. Like, look, Rosalina has a little smile. They are so crushing on one another. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is absolute. I am astounded. Like, I say this with all the affection in my heart. This game is completely gay. Why are we talking about this like it's a thing? It is not a thing. Fetch is not a thing. There is no ghost. I don't care, and I can't believe I've wasted this much time trying to argue with children. I'm washing my hands of this and calling the cops. Feel free to leave before they show up. You hear that, Miles? We're leaving. I suggest the rest of you kids... leave this empty mine before someone gets black lung or gets crushed by rocks or meets any one of the many terrible fates people tend to meet in abandoned mines. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Yo, that wasn't me, I swear. Then what was it? Come on, Stella, didn't you have a whole list of perfectly natural explanations for scary mine noises? It's Tommy knockers for sure. I know this is why we came down here, but we've got to check it out. Stella. I know, but weird stuff's been happening around here the past few days. What if this is our chance to get an actual solid lead? The stakes couldn't be higher. Do you have no sense of self-preservation? I want you out of here, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. You can come along too. If you guys are going after something spooky, count me in. Nobody's going deeper into the mine. Nobody is staying in the mine. You're all leaving. Please listen to Tabitha before my heart gives out. It'll be fun, Neeks. It will not. Wait a second. Where'd the three of you run off to? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Wow, Kanika, maybe if you weren't all still scared of the dark or whatever, you could have noticed them sneak off. I noticed them sneak off, and like, I've been zoning out the whole time we've been here. Ugh. They must have squeezed in through the child-sized tunnel. Dang, I've always wondered where that goes. I've never been able to get these hips through there. Hey, yo, I've been watching them hips. Stella, stop sneaking into my minds. Please, I'm literally begging you. If only all of the tunnels down here were wide enough for adults, we could already be done with this little mess. But no, they just have to be remnants from a bygone era. Like, zounds, didn't you just talk about how child labor laws were the good old days a minute ago? I was trying to get you to leave my mine. Becca's hair pops out from the tunnel's entrance. We're not about to let you come in here and ruin our good time. The mine is safe. I've been here a million times. Yeah, if Becca says we're safe, then we're totally safe. Whatever, come on you two. I know a cool spot this way. Okay, I think I know where that tunnel rejoins the rest of the mines. I'll go look for them, and I want each and every one of you to take note of the fact that I'm doing that. If those idiots get themselves lost and die, I'm not letting their families sue me into the ground. Are those really your priorities right now? Yeah. Do you have a problem with it? I want the rest of you out of my mine. Except for you, Blues. I'm not letting you out of my sight. Yeah, sure, I can fit in that tunnel anyways. You have crossed a barrier that I cannot, so my time here is up. But only because Stella promised me a ghost hunt tomorrow. Whatever, I still have to do my dailies anyways, and servers down here sucks. I will happily escort the two knuckleheads out. No, you're not about to weasel your way into this, Stella. Oh, come on, Tabby. I've been down here a ton. I can totally help out. There's no getting rid of you, is there? Fine. I won't waste my time arguing. Alright, let's do this. Sure. Let's not linger any longer than we have to, shall we? Want me to take Gretchen with me? I don't know if it'll be easier to cover more ground without her. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I don't want a repeat of last night, and who knows if we'll have to do any climbing. I'll see you on the other side, hopefully soon. For sure, won't be long. Cool, can't wait to bust some ghosts tomorrow. Shut up, Z. Kanika, Miles, and Z heads towards the entrance of the mines, leaving you, Tabitha, and Stella to find the teens. Look, I can say his name, right? Like, I can say his name, but I don't like that name. I have bad memories about that name. Like, I don't care if people just go, yo, what's his beef with that name? I just refuse. I refuse. It's a... But for peace of mind, Zane. I said his name. I will never say it again. Never, ever. It's over. Alright, no dawdling. We should be able to catch up with them if we go this way. You and Stella exchange a glance as Tabitha ventures forward. Alright, deeper into the mines. Deep into the mines we go. As the three of you move deeper into the mines, you hear the echoes of conversation bounce across the walls. Becca, why are we doing this again? I thought you thought Tabitha was like really cool and stuff. Why are you trying to get her all mad? We're doing this because Tabitha's really cool. She doesn't let anyone boss her around, so we can't just let her boss us around. Oh, you hear that, Tabby? Someone thinks you're cool. I can't believe she used to hang out with a nobody like Stella. Hey, I don't know. I think Stella's kind of cool. Her videos are really neat. Oh, come on. She doesn't even have a sponsor. What kind of YouTuber doesn't have a sponsor? Hey. In Stella's defense, and in my defense, I'm a new YouTuber. I don't have sponsors yet because I don't have the right sort of tools yet. I will, eventually, of course. But for now, shut up. Stop harshing our flow. I mean, not yet, but I'm in talks with Meat Rice, and I make plenty from ads and donations. Dang, Stella, McRice, that's a big deal. They're like on every big podcast. Thank you. It feels like a really big step for the channel. I just wish Becca hadn't said all the things she said tonight. She's just mean. It had nothing to do with you. You've seen how she treats everyone tonight, except Tabitha. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm surprised you don't have thicker skin about this, Stella. You never stuck in me as someone who let other people's opinion bother you. If you did, I wouldn't have to try so hard to keep you off my property. Well, I know you don't mean it. Agree to disagree. How does it feel to have a teen girl think you're cool, Tabitha? I feel nothing about it. The opinions of children don't interest me. I don't know. You kind of hesitated there. You're reading into things that aren't there, Stella. Just because your livelihood revolves around what people think of you doesn't mean that I care what people think of me. Congratulations on your sponsor, though. Aww. I'm just glad they're not gossiping about me. Yeah, I know they're teens, but some of that stuff stung. Another knot closer interrupts your thoughts, followed by another. Is it just me, or is that knocking coming from the same direction as those kids? It's not just you. Okay, that knocking is starting to freak me out. Calm down, Rosalina. It's just mind sounds. Did you guys see that? No, it was just a shadow. There's no reason to get freaked out. I saw it. Shut up! There's nothing down here. Stop trying to scare me. I can't believe that. No. We're getting closer. Let's keep moving. As you cross deeper into the mine, the knocking grows more frequent. It's still distant, but it's much louder than before. Knock. Knock. The tunnel ends abruptly in front of you. A century-old ladder is the only way forward. In the darkness beyond, you can still hear the echoes of terrified teens, the panicked arguing bouncing down the pitch-black corridors. Mystical. The pit radiates rage, a white-hot anger. It hates you, but at the heart of it, you can sense something else. The quiet hum of darker presence. The heart calls to you, desperate to be witnessed. And here we are, the tunnels. They crawl through, passes through the chamber below. It shouldn't be hard to find them once we get down there. I've never been this far in. Congratulations, Stella. You got what you wanted. Tabitha crawls up to the ladder and disappears over its ledge. Alright, let's do this. Whee! Stella hoists herself over the edge and begins climbing down. Well, since I'm not a loser or a poser or a prep, I'm gonna go on a ladder and just slide down. Nope, not climb. I slid down the edges of the ladder. See? I'm pretty sure this is the way they took back. Come on. Pretty sure? I thought you'd been down here before. Okay, maybe I didn't get this far in, but whatever. It doesn't matter. I definitely remember the way out. Hurry, I don't want to be down here anymore. I think it was actually this way. Oh, shut up. No one even wanted you to come with us anyway. Becca! Yep, they're close, all right. Good thing they're so damn loud. Sounds like they're really lost. The voices around you, those of the teens and your companions, sound odd, distant. There's something in the darkness before you that's much louder, though you don't hear it. You don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest. A desperate need to be perceived and to perceive and be perceived. Wrap myself in the darkness of the pit. Hey, you're right, Blues? Bear witness. What do you think you're doing? Get away from there. Your cousin dives towards you, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. You said we wouldn't use this shipment. You know it's compromised. We couldn't afford to wait on new wood, Charles. We had to go ahead with it. It's still sturdy enough, it'll get the job done. Blues, are you alright? Oh, thank God you're alive. It looked like you had a seizure or something, and then you and Tabby just conked out. What the fuck is that stuff around me? I'm fine. Ugh. You can barely open your eyes. You're not fine. Neither of you move a muscle. I don't want you straining yourselves while you're still recovering from whatever that was. I'm going to get you both some help. I'll be back soon, I promise. Don't die on me, alright? You fade back out of consciousness as your companions clambers out of the pit, intent on your rescue. You raise up on your elbows, head still swimming from the visions. Your surroundings coming back into focus. Your head throbs as the knocking continues, now magnitudes more intense than ever. Through it, you once again hear the panicked voices of bickering teenagers echoing down the stone corridors. Becca, you're just getting us more lost. It's this way. If you're so sure, why don't you just leave? I can't believe I let Alexis talk me into inviting you in the first place. Becca, I'm just trying to help. I said go. Okay, I will. Alexis, you don't have to go with her. You know that, right? Pick a side, Alexis. I'm sure Becca knows where we're going. She wouldn't just lie. Sorry, Rosalina. The increasing desperate voices of the team drowned out by the thunderous knocking. You practically feel the ground shake beneath you. You can almost see the walls vibrate with the intensity of hellish sounds. God, that knocking is not helping my headache. What the hell just happened? Both of us were shown the dark truth of this place. The sins that were committed, the deaths that followed. There's got to be fumes of something down here. It's an old mine. The places are death traps. We probably just hallucinated. Are you trying to gaslight me? I said I saw it too. Stop being weird. We're leaving. Rosalina appears in a passageway to your left. She's out of breath and looks like she's been crying. I'm sorry I snuck off like that. I just wanted Alexis to think I was cool. The entire cavern shakes with the sound of rockfall. I don't know what the hell is up with this knocking, but this is the sound of a mine collapsing. Quick, up the ladder, both of you. Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they were going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Do you have a death wish, little girl? This isn't a movie. The best thing we can do is help those girls right now is not buried alive ourselves. Okay, let's do this. Blues, don't do this to me. Don't you do this to them. Are you trying to get us killed? Thank you. They're back this way. Hurry. Rosalina runs back the way she came. Run after her. The mines shake with each new thunderous blow as bits of rock and dust fall off the ceiling and scatter on the floor around you. Rosalina leads the way, and Tabitha isn't far behind you. I thought you knew the way out. I thought you'd been down here a million times already. I was making it up, okay? I swear to God, Blues, if we get stuck down here. Alright. Yo, what, kill me? Then you'd be stuck down here and alone. I'm glad you decided to come along. You won't regret it. We'll see about that. We're coming. Just stay where you are. Rosalina, you came back. I don't want to die down here. You reach forward and forcefully grab Becca and Alexis, silently pulling them behind you. You quickly push your way back towards the entrance, pieces of rock falling, littering the path around you. All of you, start climbing. Now. Once the last team's up, Tabitha grabs onto the line and starts climbing. Alright, I'm gonna climb out the pit like I'm cool. Low key, I hope she's not gonna kick the ladder down. Okay, this way, come on. Your cousin moves with the kind of swiftness you expect for someone who spent her entire working life in and around the coal mines. Why couldn't you just listen to someone else other than yourself, Becca? I'm sorry, okay? God! You push forward, your burning muscles giving way to pure adrenaline. To your horror, you see cracks forming on the walls of the tunnel. Come on, we've got to go faster. We're almost there. I can see the entrance. Your surroundings quake as the mine collapses around you. And then knocking fades and you feel safe, having arrived back at the entrance in one piece. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rosalina, are you okay? Clearly she's not okay, idiot. Shut up, Becca! It was your idea to go down there in the first place. This is your fault. Shit. Why? Why did this have to happen? Okay, the knocking stopped at least. All of you stay exactly where you are. I'm going to make some calls. This really hurts. Stella and Kanika pop their heads out through the mine entrance. Tabitha just stormed out there. Are you? Oh my God. Rosalina, can you hear me? We're gonna get you out of there, okay? Stella already called an ambulance. Oh, look at Gretchen. Aw. But that means cops are gonna come, and they're gonna know I was drinking. They're gonna know we went in there. There's a drink, right? Becca, that doesn't matter. If my dad finds out, he'll kill me. He can't know. In a panic, Becca runs from the entrance and pushes her way out. What a coward. What an absolute coward. Don't worry about her, Rosalina. She's being an asshole. One of us should wait by the gate to make sure they can find us here. I should check up with Tabby to see if she needs help. We're gonna get you help. Everything gonna be okay? Alright, I'll go down to the gate. Rosalina, I'm so sorry. I'll be back soon. We're gonna get you out of here and you're gonna be just fine, okay? Blues and Alexis will keep you safe until then. Am I gonna die? Rosalina, don't say things like that. Probably. Sorry. That's harsh. No way. I've seen people bounce back from worse. Thanks, Blues. Rosalina's breathing comes in quick, irregular bursts. If I don't make it, tell my dad I'm sorry. I'm the one who has something to be sorry about. This is all me and Becca's fault. We never should have gone down there. It's not your fault. I went down because I wanted to. Rosalina pauses, catching her breath. Thank you, Blues. I'm glad everyone else made it out okay. Couldn't have done it without your help. You should stop hanging out with Becca. She bullied both of you into doing things you didn't want to do. What are you trying to do? Make this some sort of after-school special? She's probably right, though. If you were just smart and brave like you, I wouldn't have let Becca drag me down there, and you wouldn't have gotten after us. Then you wouldn't be... You're the nicest person I know, Rosalina. This just isn't fair. Rosalina, can you hear me? Yeah, still awake. Just hurts like hell. Sorry, I shouldn't be pushing you to talk. I'll just hold your hand until they come back with help, okay? Alexis grabs Rosalina's hand. Tears streaks down both of their cheeks as you sit in silence, together, waiting for the long, anxious moments to pass before help arrives. Some of my men are on the way with the rock lifts. We'll get you out of there soon. Go over here, Earl. Jesus H. Christ, you weren't kidding about the emergency. It'll still be a bit before the ambulance. The nearest depot is over in River, so it'll be at least another half hour. You heard the man. You have half an hour to get her out of there. Move it. Rosalina, sweetie, I'm here. Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't have to be sorry. It's okay. We're all here. You can hang on, Rosalina. I know you can. Tabitha's men quickly get to work and manage to pull Rosalina out of the rubble just as the ambulance arrives. So I'm afraid there's no space in the back. What do you mean? I can't ride with her? You're better off driving behind us. We're headed to Brever, so it's quite a ways. Is she gonna be okay? Is she gonna make it? Be alright? Please, God, yes, I promise you we're going to do everything we can to keep her stable. Her vitals are looking good. Rosalina, my poor baby. I'll be there as fast as I can, okay? I promise you won't be alone. Love you, Dad. The paramedics load Rosalina into the back of the ambulance and drive off. Oscar approaches you off to the side as the police talk to Tabitha and her men. Hello, Dilf. What the hell happened in there? That Becca girl is a terrible influence. That's what happened. You can't go blaming a teenager. It was the Tommyknockers that brought the mine down. The what? We don't know what caused the mine to collapse, but Miles is just as far as Becca. No, this was no teenager's fault. It's a parent's job to make sure the kids don't deliberately put themselves in those situations. Rosaline was mad at me, and instead of fixing the thing that was driving her away, I just ignored it. This is my fault. Oscar, I'm the parent here. I'm sure she thinks I'm making things up about our house being haunted, but I've seen things I can't explain. It's only gotten worse over time. She told us about it in the mine, down in mine for what it's worth. I believe you. No comment, but after tonight, I don't know. Once you're back from the hospital, we can check it out for you. Thanks, Stella. That means a lot. I've got to go. Mr. Gutierrez, is it okay if I come too? I want to be there for her. Of course, Alexis. It'll be good for her to see a friendly face. The two of them head over to Oscar's car and drive off. Do you think Rosalina's gonna be okay? The paramedics said she was stable. She's a tough kid. She'll be okay. Oh, ditchlings. Something's telling me that this was only the beginning of our ditchling problem. Now that you mention it, Kanika's mom said that the numbers we saw in the woods were a big deal. Nobody even died here tonight, and I feel like we are left with even more questions than we had this morning. And we had a lot of questions this morning. But hey, maybe we just averted whatever disaster they were to predict, though. This is all still a little too magic for me. Just because two bad things have happened doesn't mean there's a pattern, right? What happens now? What happens now? We go home. Now hold on, Miss Scarlet. Mind if we have a quick word with your cousin Mice in private? Okay, fine. Just make it quick. And don't you dare try to pull anything on her. She did nothing wrong here. Ladies, I'm afraid that means you too. Don't you need to talk to us? We witnessed this too. Oh, sure, but that can wait. We know where to find y'all. What a coincidence, running into you 2 nights in a row. This is my colleague, Deputy Derrickson. Pleased to meet you, Blues. Apologies for my absence yesterday. It was my special bowling night, you see. A man has to have his me time. But I was briefed on the events of last night, even though we're still not sure if what went on could be considered a crime. Duke has been missing since then, though we found neither hide nor hair of him. Could be he's just on an extended hunting trip. It wouldn't be the first time he's done something like that. I was told the footage showed his supposed body, but if we couldn't get that camera, there's no way to confirm until we track him down. Now I understand both of these were terrible, unfortunate accidents that had nothing to do with you being in the area, but in officer of the law, you have to understand that we get a little suspicious when we see the same face multiple times in a row. And we hate to ask, what exactly were these teenagers doing in a shut-up mine owned by your family? And why were you down in there in the mines with them? We saw some teens sneak into abandoned mines, so we went after them. We were just trying to do the right thing. Of course, very noble of you. Pardon our question, we were just trying to gather all the facts, you see. Just being thorough, our duty as officers of the law. Well, if there's nothing more you could tell us, I suppose we'll let you go on about your evening, but we may be in touch. Have a good one. Deputy Derrickson tips his hat to you. The 2 officers wander back towards the mine. Justin taking notes as they examine the scene. You make your way towards Stella and Kanika. I just can't believe 2 nights in a row. Is it my fault, Nika? Stella, no. This is just an awful coincidence. It's not your fault. Oh yeah, I guess the cops are done with you. What? Are they gonna take you in for being present at an accident? Sorry if they give you a hard time. Small town cops, you know. Yeah, ACAB. Always blaming everything on drifters. Even acts of God, I guess. Excellent. You didn't get arrested. Now come on. Let's get back to the estate. I'd like to get some rest before I have to deal with the fallout of everything that happened tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, okay, Blues? Excuse me. Just stop trying to get my cousin killed, Stella. Come on, let's go. Tabitha starts walking to her car, pulling you by your arm. I'll text you when you're back. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. You try to keep an eye on the surrounding wilderness as he drives, wary of what may lurk behind the tree line. How you holding up? Poorly, but I'd rather we didn't get into it. Why do you treat Stella like that? Didn't you two used to be friends? It was a different time in my life. I just wish she'd get that we're not in high school anymore. I'm a different person than whoever she thinks she knows. Well, I'm sorry about today. I'll drop it. Poor Rosalina. Poor Oscar. Should have kept tighter reins on that girl. I never got in any trouble like this when I was a teen, and I have Pearl Ann to thank for that. Hated it at the time, but that strictness paid off. What am I telling you this for? You can tell me stuff. I'd like to know you. More about you, and about Pearl Ann for that matter. Maybe later this week. I don't have the energy to get into it right now, but I think I'd like that. You're right. There are a lot of adults who should have done a better job. Exactly. People who aren't ready to be parents shouldn't be parents. And clearly there are some parents who aren't ready. Take Oscar. There are tons of people more qualified to be parents who can't even conceive. And here he's having a kid at 19 and clearly letting her do whatever the hell she wants. And look where that got her. Even if she doesn't lose that leg, she's going to carry what happened tonight for the rest of her life. It's not fair. Do you want kids? It seems like that struck a nerve. Lots of people want kids. I'll just ride in silence. Your eyes wander back to the tree line as you and Tabitha slink back into silence. You once again cross the threshold into the estate, the musty stench of decaying mansion greeting you with its undertones of mildew and wood rot. Well, this day was a lot more stressful than it needed to be, and I'm sure it's the precursor to a horrifically stressful week. I'm going to bed. I suggest you do the same. Thank you for calling me about those kids, by the way. It was unexpected. You should have waited for me. I'm too tired to argue. I'll see you in the morning. Tabitha turns and makes her way up the stairs, her posture defeated. Up! Get up to your room to turn in. You collapse into Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After time in a shell mind, you barely even notice the dust. Your phone buzzes on the table. Y'all, these are the things, right? Kanika sends a picture of a pair of ditchlings by the side of the road. I saw them again, too. Another picture, this time staring from a tree. What the fuck? These things are definitely not hairless monkeys or raccoons or whatever. I don't know what the hell they are. I guess there's more to them than the mind collapse. No way I'm sleeping tonight. Thinking about looking up the guest room, but at this point you're too exhausted to leave your bed. The adrenaline from this evening is finally wearing off, replaced by a creeping exhaustion that threatens to overwhelm you. Your limbs feel heavy, your eyelids slipping down over your eyes, even as you stare down at the ominous pictures on your phone. If it weren't for the pit of dread balling in your stomach, you would almost feel comfortable as you settle in between covers, your tired bones sinking into the decrepit mattress. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks, trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Your eyes shoot back open, your heart pounding as the door to your room swings open. Just the cat. It's always just the cat. It's nice to see another living being, even one as unfriendly as Tabitha's cat. The comfort of her presence sets your mind at ease. Finally, you slip into a deep sleep. And it looks like this is the end of episode 2. Whew. Whew. My voice. There's the hole in the steps. Yeah, this mansion is musty and dusty. And creepy. But here we go. Ooh, I'm not liking that. That is ominous as fuck. That's the end of episode 2. Alright. But yeah, that's the end of episode 2. Like I said, I'm gonna dip into Slay the Princess next. So I'm gonna end this stream now and then start the other one up in a few minutes. So I hope you guys enjoyed, Scarlethollow Part 2. If you guys liked it, like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you guys next week for episode 3. Until then, I see you guys in a bit for Slay the Princess, and if not, have a happy Valentine's Day.